Hey you, what's the title of this version of Link? Easy, that's the Hero of Time. Now what about this version of Link? I'm sure quite a few of you just said that that's the new hero of Hyrule, and you'd be wrong. The idea that this Link is called the new hero of Hyrule is a misconception which was popularized by Matpat in his Strongest Link video. And that's not the only title he got wrong in that video. So hello, I'm Sam, and today I'm here to set the record straight and tell you the canon titles of every Link. Assuming they have one, of course. Let's start with Skyward Sword Link, who Matpat claims is called the Chosen Hero, and he's mostly correct. It is implied that this Link is Hylia's chosen hero, but I don't think it was ever directly stated that this was his title. A better title would be the Hero of the Sky, which is how he's referred to in Hyrule Historia. Next is the Link from the Minish Cap, who Matpat titles the Hero of the Minish. This is incorrect since he's never referred to that in any official mediums. Unfortunately, there's no genuine title for this Link that I could find. Next is Link from Four Swords, which, as Matpat correctly states, has no title. Many people think this Link is called the Hero of the Four Sword, but that's actually the title of a previous hero mentioned in the game's prologue. Of course, everybody knows that Ocarina of Time's hero is the Hero of Time. That's what he's called in-game and how he's referred to in the Wind Waker. Next is the Link Matpat calls the Hero of Legend, which is so close to being correct. This Link is actually called the Legendary Hero, as seen in the manual for Link's Awakening. Taking Tears of the Kingdom into account, then you can also call this Link the Hero of Awakening, although I obviously don't blame Matpat for not mentioning that 9 years before the game released. To be clear, I don't blame any member of game theory for getting these names wrong, they're honest mistakes that don't hurt anyone. Moving on, we have the Link from the Oracle games. At the time, Matpat lumped him in with the Legendary Hero, but since then, Hyrule Encyclopedia has changed the timeline to make it a separate Link, so I gotta talk about him separately. Luckily, his title is easy enough to find, as in the linked ending of either game, he is called the Hero of the Essences. I already mentioned the quote-unquote new hero of Hyrule in the intro, and unfortunately there is no official title for this Link. I guess they're one of the TriForce heroes, but that title refers to the whole group rather than just one of them, so I'm uncertain if it should count as his title. Next is Zelda 1 Link, who Matpat refers to as the Hero of Hyrule, which isn't wrong but isn't right either. Sure, it's what Zelda calls him at the end of the game, but it's also been used for numerous other Links from numerous other games. Now we have the Hero of Twilight. From what I can tell, this wasn't a canon name at the time of the video's release, but after Breath of the Wild's DLC released, it became canon. For Four Swords Adventures, Matpat's claim of the Hero of Light is semi-correct. You see, the way that Four Swords Adventures works is that after each round, every player gets to vote on the most helpful and most destructive member of the group. The most helpful is called the Hero of Light, while the most destructive is called the Hero of Darkness. So whether or not this Link's title is the Hero of Light is debatable. Next up, we have the Hero of Winds, which is what is called in-game by the King of Red Lion, so it's correct. And the final Link Matpat talks about is the one from Spirit Tracks, who he calls the Hero of Trains. Unfortunately, this title isn't canon, as much as I want it to be. Now, we may have covered every Link Matpat talks about in the video, but I still have one more to cover, the hero from Breath of the Wild. This Link's official title comes from Smash Bros. Ultimate, where he's called the Hero of the Wild by Palutena. There's also this post from the official Zelda Facebook, which calls him the Hero of High Couture, although I'm not sure how much input Nintendo has over the Facebook page. So there you have it, the official titles of every Link, or at least all of those who are lucky enough to get one. Just for fun, I'll share my headcanon titles for those who don't have official ones on the screen. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like and subscribe if you want to see more Nintendo videos. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time. Bye.